Set for action. There they go, they're off and racing. Gunflint dwelt at the start. Daring Soleil went back. Noble Reflection got out of the gates pretty well, and so did Herbell, and overthrown from the inside. Futurist is kicking up, and so the fave could be trapped out there 3 deep. They're pouring the pressure on. A length and a half behind them, Cheval de Varga. Gunflint's making up ground. Altani dropping back, and then 2 lengths behind them. Bachelor Boy, into clear last is Daring Soleil. Passing the 650 and overthrown, eventually was able to take control and led the way 3/4. Noble Reflection camped up there running second. Back on the inside is Futurist ahead of Gunflint, who rolled off the fence. Got into a lovely trail there with Cheval de Varga 3 deep, and 4 wide is Herbell. A little more than a length Altani, and Bachelor Boy back there last of all. Daring Soleil overthrown, headed for home past the 275 with Noble Reflection breathing down its neck. Noble Reflection grabbed the lead. Here's Altani getting out around its heels though. It dashed up now, and Altani sprinted straight past them from Gunflint, but it's all Altani. Altani pricked up its ears and won, drawing away from Gunflint. Noble Reflection third, and down the outside Bachelor Boy finished on well from Overthrown, who got the staggers. Futurist behind those. The last trio in included Daring Soleil, Cheval de Varga and Herbell, who sat wide for a greater majority of the race. Smart win there by Altani. Let down once getting off the heels by Turner, and has put them away. Number 6 Altani second up, and too good, much too good. Really showed a turn of acceleration. Prepared by Tiana Robertson. Pick up ride for Troy Turner. The Universal Ruler mare has posted her second win from only 5 starts, defeating 2 Gunflint. Solid performance as well with Chris Graham aboard, and Noble Reflection clings on to third. Chloe as a party. 6, 2 and 3, 6, 2, 3 placings. Bachelor Boy got home well over the final stages there to grab 4th. Now the time here is 1:05:01. 35:19 the sectional, so not overly quick really in the context of the race, and 2.5 lengths the winning margin, with 3/4 between second and third. Altani is raced by D. Demoski, a Universal Ruler swanky girl mare, prepared by Tiana Robertson, handled by Troy Turner. Gunflint second by Dick Turpin from Pollinate. Chris Graham, the rider for Dan and Ben Pearce. Noble Reflection is by Auntie Schiller from Jeslan, trained by Simon Miller here at Ascot, ridden by Chloe as a party. Officially 4th, Bachelor Boy, overthrown after leading. Weakened right out of contention, and Cheval de Varga finished up sitting a bit deep, and Herbell was right off the track for a greater part of the race. The third event, the Ascend Sail Trophies Handicap over the 1400 at 7 minutes after 2. Number 4, Said No One Ever, is the scratching out of the next. 1, 3, 6 and 2, Significant Hero, 3 E's, Beffinger and Sun Power. Okay, let's go to Brittany Taylor now. Britt has joined us in the yard after the victory, and a smart one it was by Altani, turned out in great order by Tiana Robertson, who's with Britt.
Lovely victory there, Darren, and Altani building up a nice little record. Just the 5th start for this 4-year-old mare, and now 2 wins, 2 placings. It reads nicely. 4-year-old lightly race. What's been the story here, Tiana?
Well, I haven't had her for that long, so still just learning a little bit about her. We've kept her to the short courses, and she seems to really appreciate it.
Did she surprise you with the nice finish she showed today? We've seen in the past her leading all the way.
In her track work, we've just had her settled and trying to work her off the other horses, and she seems to show that she has got that good turn of foot. And I think as she matures, she could probably get out to a longer trip and settle back and show us that she has got a really good turn of foot.
What are the plans for her this preparation, just going through the grades at the moment?
Yeah, she's a really lightly framed horse, so she probably won't have 2 more runs, but if she can just pick up a few on the way through, and I think she'll be a nice horse next year.
Really looking forward to seeing her development. You're right, they're just looking at her coming in now. There's not a lot of her, but that certainly must have a motor.
Thanks.
Tiana Robertson there, and Troy Turner, a nice pickup ride for him. Peter Nucky copying that suspension with the fall in Albany. So he takes the suspension from today. Troy Turner picks up this handy mount, and Altani just was a really nice finish when was able to be eased around heels. Just showed a nice little dash to cruise to the line, and we've seen 2 beaten favourites so far today. There was a lot happening in the early part of the race with the pressure that was being poured on up front, and Altani, who typically in the last 3 starts of 4 has been leading over a little bit further, but today back to the 1100 with the speed up front, was able to tuck in behind them and ultimately show a nice turn of foot in the finish. Troy Turner picks up the ride from Peter Nucky. Did you ask Nux much, Troy, before taking them out?
Yeah, he gave me the rundown. That was the one he wanted to ride today, so I was fortunate enough to pick it up. But yeah, Tiana's done a good job and finished it off well today.
Typically it is a horse that we've seen leading, but were you impressed with that little turn of foot as soon as you eased around heels?
Yeah, the plan was sort of be on speed, but they went quite hard and we ended up getting a nice cushy run in behind him and had one last crack at it, so I suppose it's another string to its bow.
It all worked out perfectly. Well done.
Thank you.
Troy Turner picks up the mount on Altani. Tiana Robertson trains the winner of the second.